Hey, welcome to the what? Look, let's get into the next part of the show, man. Crossover boxing, man. You might ask, what the hell are we talking about when we talk about crossover boxing?
Y'all seen it. We gonna talk about it.
Man,
So
let's talk about it.
I don't even know where to even start with this because these people got their own idea of what they want to do.
Let's talk
now.
about Francis Ngannou versus Cyril Gane first, and then let's get into this little back and forth between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Is it UFC 271 that's happening pretty soon?
I saw 272, so 271 is upcoming. Adesanya versus Whitaker 2. That's so 271.
So 272 is Francis Ngannou versus Cyril Gane.
I believe that is correct. I would have to look up the UFC events coming up, but I believe they announced them all at once. Like, damn.
I know there's back to back. Like, seriously, they even announced a fight in March. Shit was crazy.
I was like, hey, hold on. I'm sorry. We done skipped UFC 270.
Is that the Francis Ngannou?
That's the Francis Ngannou fight.
Oh, okay. I knew it was coming up next, but
yeah. So January 22nd.
Cyril Gane fight UFC 270. There's some back and forth. Actually, it wasn't even no back and forth. It's one of those things where
fabricated.
Francis Ngannou walked by Cyril Gane, didn't say nothing to him for his whole training buddy and his old coach. Didn't say nothing to him. They made a big deal out of it. Francis Ngannou is one of those people like, look, if you're not in my camp, you're not fighting with me. What's they say? If you're not shooting with me in the gym, I ain't got nothing to do with you. So they made a big deal out of that. Francis Ngannou fight Cyril Gane. First, before we get into the crossover boxing, man, who do you got winning that fight?
I don't care.
Me neither. Look, I care more about this here, back and forth here.
I do because in the next segment, there's one of the fighters that we have to talk about, and I got next. Like, I care, but as far as whoever wins this, I don't care. I'm more interested in the outside the lines. What's the ESPN 30 for 30? Outside the lines? Is that what it is? Yeah. I'm interested in the outside the lines because the narrative of this goes so much further than the narrative of the fight. It's being overshadowed. You got Francis Ngannou who's like, nah, homie, I'm the champ. This was the last fight of my contract. I don't plan on signing nothing unless I get in my contract that I can go and box. Damn, Francis, you think you got it like that? Because they put John Jones on the shelf. They'll put your ass up there too.
I don't even think they putting him on the shelf, man. I think they cutting his ass.
So you got all of that, and then if he goes out there and wins and he gets this, that changes the whole outlook of the UFC. Mm-hmm. But then you got these two guys who are talking back and forth with each other, and then they keep coming up with these ideas to where it's like, damn it, man, stop making me think about this. They already got me thinking about bare knuckle, right? They already got me thinking about you see the bare knuckle in the triangle ring?
Yeah, I seen that.
There's a lot of stuff going on. They got me thinking about this stuff.
That's what the promotion you don't like, though. That's Triller promotion, though. You don't like Triller promotion.
But they got, what I'm saying is they got me thinking about all this stuff. And now he going to come out with like, hey, would you like to boxing rules with UFC gloves? And I'm just like, okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Like, do you want to fight a boxer who that's his only job is to punch people and give him no padding?
But do you want to fight Francis Ngannou, no padding, and he been wrecking folks in the octagon?
What you trying to tell me though is, you think Francis Ngannou's
power,
hit people ability is greater than Tyson's Fury not get hit by people ability?
All I know is that Deontay Wilder stood in the ring with this guy for 11 rounds and put Tyson Fury on his ass.
And he got up.
I understand that. But that was with, 14-ounce gloves on?
No, hell no. They got them big boys.
12?
12.
12-ounce gloves?
It's 10. 10 ounce for, I think it's 10 and 8. Once you get past a certain weight, it goes up 2 ounces.
We're going from 10 ounces to 4-ounce MMA gloves?
They did a study on that. There's no discernible difference between the amount of impact that comes through boxing glove a professional boxing glove and an MMA glove. The only thing that I can say is the difference is he might be a little bit more hittable because of the fact of how you were to parry punches with your boxing glove. That's the only thing that makes it weird. So I'm like, damn, y'all really got me thinking about this. Like, or he's like, what, MMA rules with boxing gloves? That ain't gonna happen. There's no way he agrees to that.
Well, he's saying something towards the lines of not going to the ground. No down on the ground. Just stand up.
I don't even care. As soon as you introduce a leg kick, game changes. He's not gonna agree to that. There's no way.
Who
Now,
knows?
I am
Tyson Fury
interested
got some
in
little ass legs too.
I am interested in a match of boxing, but with MMA gloves. But I'm also interested in just damn boxing. You know,
Yeah.
maybe one of our UFC guys comes over to boxing and does really good. Besides,
Well, we already
Anderson
got one.
Silva
I got Anderson Silva. That's the biggest one we got right now.
and Connor.
We got Anderson Silva.
Connor didn't do bad.
We got Anderson Silva right now.
The rest of our guys got embarrassed. Come on now.
Mean, he should have got embarrassed. I mean, he didn't, but he should have.
Who?
I did. There is a meme out there with snot running out of the nose when Mayweather hit him.
Okay.
Just saying.
I'm just saying that happened. Look,
he didn't blow that out.
If you slow that down, that's some boogers.
Yeah, he got some boogers.
That's some boogers.
Yeah, that was some boogers stuck
but with
right
that
out
being
his face.
said, but now I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure he could beat Tyson Fury though. Besides,
I don't think he will.
Here's the thing though. Are you telling me that he can Deontay Wilder better than Deontay Wilder? Because that's the only shot he has.
I feel like he can Deontay Wilder better than Deontay Wilder can. Deontay Wilder, I feel like, is the same as a UFC fighter.
Right. But you're telling me 42 fights in boxing doing that, he has seen stuff before. Things are different in boxing. The crossover is very tough. We've proved that because we don't have a very good track record. But you're telling me that Francis Ngannou can Deontay Wilder better than Deontay? He not going to outbox Tyson Fury. Ain't no way in hell. He got a better chance. Tell you what, if he changes his outlook and fights Anthony Joshua first, I'm on board. He might be the favorite. Francis Ngannou might be the favorite.
I just think that it'll be a fight that we can make money off of. It'll be a fight that we can draw attention to. It'll be the fight that you put on pay-per-view, people will come out to watch. I think this will be $100 million fight, especially with Francis Ngannou being who he is overseas, and also Tyson Fury being who he is overseas. And if they fight in, let's just say, America for some fact of a matter, that'd be even better. That'd be great. But if not, if they fight overseas, it'd be just as good, because I think Francis Ngannou has put his name out there to be somebody who's afraid of. And I think Tyson Fury is just Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is the number one pound-for-pound boxer in America, in the United States, and overseas, in the world. He's the pound-for-pound number one boxer in the world as of right now. And I just feel like you put those two big names, especially if Francis Ngannou wins this fight against Ciryl Gane, because Ciryl Gane has everything he needs to beat Francis in his repertoire. He has all the skills to beat Francis. Francis has that it factor, that off switch, that thing that most fighters wish they had, the thing that most fighters hope they have every time they come into that octagon. He has it. We know he has it. Ciryl Gane has all the makings of being a champion and a well-rounded champion. And I feel like Ciryl Gane will be a great opponent for Jon Jones as well. I don't feel like Francis Ngannou will be a great opponent for Jon Jones, because I think that Francis Ngannou, if he touches him, I feel like Jon Jones can be out like a light. But that being said, this fight has the making to be something big. And that's all we look for in the fight game. Something big. That's it.
Okay. Well, I don't see him winning.
It is what it is.
Let's get on.